Black History Month curation. Here again, Dewitt Scott from the Moraine Valley Black History Month Curation Library exhibit that we're setting up. And this particular video review is about a very popular book. It is titled, Why Are All the Black Kids Sitting Together in the Cafeteria? Written by Dr. Beverly Tatum, former president of Spelman University. And this is one of the more popular books. A recent note about racism, that it talks about racism. Dr. Tatum does a very good job of defining racism, defining prejudice, talks about the psychological aspects of its root, and gives concrete suggestions for overcoming this centuries-long ill that we've been living with, known as racism. She defines racism as a system of advantage based on race. And I always found that definition compelling because while it's very succinct, it says a lot. And it sort of talks about developing a hierarchy between races while having those who are white or closer to white on a higher level, or more respected or more appreciated than those who are at the bottom, which tend to be black or closer to black. So she does a very good job of defining that. It is a really good book for those particularly who work in education. You are a teacher, you are a professor. She sort of writes from that lens, and she writes about understanding how students think about racism, understanding how students got there, thinking about racial stereotypes in the media, negative images that children or young people have been taught at a young age. And even she talks about things that how racism is perpetuated from things that you haven't been taught, right? So not only misinformation, but a lack of information about people who are different than you, people who come from different backgrounds and communities. Oftentimes when you don't have firsthand knowledge or contact or firsthand information about how people different from you act or carry themselves, then you sort of fill those gaps with stereotypes, fill those gaps with what you hear from other people in your family or your community who may be ignorant to what it is they're saying, or ignorant to what it is that other people in different communities do. So it's a book that's been through a number of editions, which proves its popularity. And I mean, Dr. Tatum just did a fantastic job. So I think that any reading list connected to Black history, connected to understanding racism, you cannot have that sort of list or collection without including this book. So please check it out. You can find it anywhere. It's a very good book, paperback, hardcover, whatever you want. Why Are All the Black Kids Sitting in the Cafeteria? Why Are All the Black Kids Sitting Together in the Cafeteria by Dr. Beverly Tatum. Check it out.